Greetings gastronauts, this is KeefCooks, I'm Keef, and today I'm going to revisit a British classic thing. I'm going to make black pudding, or blood pudding. Black pudding, it's a weird thing. It's, you know, various countries in Europe have their own version. The French have boudin noir, the Spanish have morcilla, and we've got black pudding, which is, you know, main ingredient is pig's blood. So if you're a vegetarian, run away now. I made that joke in the original version of this video 9 years ago, and actually I've just re-watched it, and I'm still using a lot of the you know, the equipment, the bowls and the pans and things from then, which shows they are good quality. So I'm doing this because I've been accumulating pork fat and it needs to get used. Also, I've got this powdered pig's blood that I've had for a very long time. That also needs to get used, and I hope it's not past its sell-by date. I don't think it actually will have a sell-by date because it's, you know, dehydrated, inactivated, inert powder. So, if you enjoyed this video, give it a like, share, subscribe, etc. And let's get on with it. Black pudding. Right, here's the ingredients for the black pudding. I've got 200 grams of oats. These are soaking in water. They need to soak for about 30 minutes just to make them a bit softer. I've got 250 grams of pork fat. This has come off pork belly, pork chops, pork shoulder. You could do with a bit more than that, but this will be okay. And I've got a couple of tablespoons of breadcrumbs. I've got a large onion, or 2 medium ones, and I've got half a litre of pig's blood. I haven't made it up yet, so I'll use 75 grams of this dried pig's blood powder and half a litre of water. Okay, that's what 75 grams of the powder looks like. And you'll also need some seasoning, so I've got 2 teaspoons of salt, 2 teaspoons of white pepper, 1 teaspoon of ground allspice, 1 teaspoon of fennel seeds, and a teaspoon of mace. There we go. Give that, well, put the lid on, give it a damn good shake, and we'll use 2 teaspoons of that in the mix, I think. Right, chop those up. So your onion needs to be topped, tailed, chopped in half, and peeled, and then magic knifed into smithereens. And now we need to chopify the fat into little bits. So it doesn't matter if your fat's got a bit of meat on it. In fact, that is a good thing. So they want to be little cubes, sort of between 2 millimeters and 5 millimeters. Alright, we've got all the bits chopped up. I've got the oats drained and the blood mixed up. It's looking a bit weird, but hopefully it'll be okay. So I'll pop that in a bowl, big bowl, and then just pop the other bits in. So that's the chopped up pork fat and the chopped up onions and the oats, the breadcrumbs or rusk if you want to be a butcher about it, and 2 and a bit teaspoons of the seasoning, and mixy. Doesn't that look lovely? Right, so I've got quite a lot of mixture here. more than I can cook today, I think. Previously I've done this as sausages, but I haven't got any sausage skins right now, so we'll do a sort of tray bake version, which is quite traditional in, well, certainly in Yorkshire with local butchers. So stick a load in an oven-proof dish. Now we want to cover that in tin foil, otherwise it'll burn and get crunchy, and that's not right. Then you want your oven heated to about 160, sort of gas 2 or 3, I think. You know, not a hot oven, quite cool. We're going to cook it in a bain-marie, so you want a thing that's bigger than this. Put some boiling water in there. And then stick it in the oven and let it bake for 90 minutes, an hour and a half. Okay, ice ages have passed and it's probably ready, so let's get it out and have a look. Oh. Still a bit of water left in there, which is good. And here's our black pudding. Oh yeah, that's fairly firm, so I reckon that is probably cooked. So we'll let that cool down, and then probably tomorrow we'll have a go and do a taste test. Okay, I'm going to put the breakfast together. So basically sausages, bacon, tomatoes, egg and black pudding. We'll do the black pudding at the end because it doesn't take as long as the other items, and all you're wanting to do, because it's already cooked, is just to brown it on those cut sides. Okay, taste test time. I'm ready for this. Oh yeah. So there we are, homemade black pudding, a million times better than what you can get in a supermarket, if you can actually get it in a supermarket near you. So, thanks for watching, see you next time.